Your Royal Highness, Excellencies, distinguished colleagues, it is my pleasure to present to you a new online learning course. I shall go through some preliminary remarks before we look at the online learning course itself together. I shall be pleased to take questions at the end. Now you may ask, why this course? What is the need? It is a fact that in many countries around the world, little, if anything, is known about dyslexia. Although this condition was discovered over 100 years ago, at local level there has been no consistent response on questions around dyslexia. I believe that there are many people in this room, associations or ministries or delegates, who know about the constant need and urgent demand for training teachers about what dyslexia is, how to identify it, and what to do in the classroom to meet the needs, the educational needs of children with dyslexia. The importance of training teachers was pointed out yesterday in many of the talks on good practice in the various UNESCO official languages. Basics for Teachers, How to Identify Dyslexia and What to Do, responds to this need by teachers and future teachers eager to know how to make the UNESCO's policies of quality education, inclusion, and literacy for all applicable. The online learning course is also spurred by the passionate interest of parents seeing their child fail in academic systems where dyslexia is little understood. Who has been involved in the design and the construction, the making of the online learning course? As usual, Dyslexia International followed its policy of working closely with three key actors: the ministry, academics, and local support groups. Importantly too, our own team of experts headed by our scientific advisory committee and independent consultants generously offer their services both in the development of the online course and the new film you will see after the coffee break, which illustrate and expand some of the methods and techniques described in the online learning course. We are very grateful to Professor Habib of France, Professor Moraes of Belgium, and Professor Siegel of Canada for the time they gave to reviewing the first version of the course. For financial support in making both the online learning course and the film, our thanks go to the French-speaking Ministry of Education of Belgium, represented here today by Mr. Delsart, Counselor to Madame Simonet, Minister of Education of Belgium, and to the King Baudouin Foundation of Belgium. What are the key features I would like you to note in this course? The course uses only scientifically grounded references and methods based on the latest influential research from the Ministry of Health report from Belgium, the INSERM report from France, the ROSE report from the United Kingdom, and the National Reading Panel report from the United States. The course has been piloted with 60 teachers and trainee teachers in Brussels in both English and French, because there are two versions of the course, one in each language, and received very encouraging feedback, that is more than 95% of very positive evaluation. The key contents of the course will be well known to many of the teacher trainers in this room. We stress the importance of teaching explicitly the ability to break down spoken word into little units like syllable or sounds or phonemes, that is, phonological awareness. We also stress the importance of teaching explicitly the alphabetic principle to the teaching of the correspondences between the little sound of spoken words and their corresponding written symbol, the graphemes, that is, letters or group of letters. Moreover, we promote multisensory teaching, a way of teaching which uses as many channels to the brain as possible. How do we see the dissemination of the course? The online learning course is a prototype for adaptation at local level to suit different linguistic and cultural requirements. Ideally, we see it best used as a basic module of all teacher training programs. The procedure for ministry to access the link is in your folder. or do please contact our office afterwards. The optimum background for disseminating the online learning course would be these three actors. First, ministries, which we invite to write to us because we want to involve them in accreditation where this is wanted. Second, we would like a local coordinator or researcher to liaise with us and to whom we would send the link to the course. Also, we would like a local association to be involved where possible. To that end, please remember to fill in the forms in your folder. We also intend to produce a printed adaptation of the online learning course for the regions of the world where the internet is not accessible. So here you see. Okay, thank you. So here you see the introductory page of the online learning course. You can see that the course is divided in three sections. The first is on what dyslexia is. The second is on how to identify dyslexia. And the third section is on what to do with dyslexic learners in the classroom. A table of content of these three main sections is available in your folders. I would like you to know also that the course is interspersed with many interactive objects like video clips, illustration, animated diagrams, presentation, diagrams with sounds, video clips, pictures, testimonies, scans of errors done by dyslexic, linked to further information on some topics, etc. The course also displays 32 activities that are interactive. Here is one example. Let me just find it. So as you can see, here is activity 5, which is a multiple choice questionnaire. Please complete the multiple choice question and find out how well you have done. Mark the best answer in each case. Severe dyslexia affects 10, 5, or 15% of the population. What do you think? 5? Let's click on 5, and that's the right answer. So you can see that this is interactive in the sense that you click on the answer you think is correct, and you can directly see whether this is the right answer or not. Let me also show you a video clip from Elena and her mother Barbara on what dyslexia is and how does it feel to be dyslexic. Sorry, we have no sound.
Text with loads of letters, it would just look like Chinese. It was just so many letters would be in front of me that I couldn't.
Anyway, as you can see here, there are many video clips from the film Language Shock, which was realized by Dyslexia International a few years ago and which is available on the website. And through the online learning course, you have a lot of excerpts from little video clips about various aspects of dyslexia. Now let me expand the content of section 1. Which is about what dyslexia is and how children with and without dyslexia learn to read. Let me show you an animation. So you can see here that we have a section on development of reading. And here is an animation showing you basically that the notion that in simple terms we read with two systems, as Dr. Duncan Mine showed 2 days ago, decoding and direct access. And one or both of these two systems are often very difficult for some people with dyslexia to develop. Now let me expand the content of section 2. You can see that this section is already longer than section 1. It concerns the identification of dyslexia, and it provides a series of informal tests to be administered by the teacher to students he or she thinks might have dyslexia. As you can see, it also provides examples. Let me show you examples of the common mistakes made by the dyslexic children when writing. There you have a lot of examples. Now I would like to expand the content of section 3, which is the longest section. The paper version of this section is about 70 pages long. You can see here that there are many parts in this section. This section is dedicated to the multisensory tools and techniques to be used in the classroom in order to adapt the teaching of the children's learning needs. And to end, let me show you a little video clip. But again, we won't have sound, showing activities we can do with no, that doesn't work. So you can see here, for example, that the child is recognizing the letter with his hands and without looking at the letters. And so the online learning course is interspersed with many little clips like this, illustrating multisensory teaching. You can note the very simple and inextensive aids we are demonstrating in the online learning course. Thank you very much.